Catwoman. She's alive, she's dead, she's alive, she's dead. Pick a state of being and go with it. What do you mean the camera's on? Hi, I'm Jason Inman, and I love to read comic books. That's why in the week of June 26th, I read all the DC New 52 comic books that have come out in the world. I'm going to give each of these books a buy it, read it, or skip it rating. But before I do that, don't forget to go to majorspoilers.com, the comic book website where they know that you love comic books, and we do too. Now let's up and away to some reviews. All-Star Western number 21. Dun 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 dun. Jonah Hex in Gotham. Dun 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 dun. Jonah Hex is modern day Gotham. Jonah Hex and Booster Gold, they fall off a cliff, and Booster Gold activates his time travel circuits, and now we have Jonah Hex in modern day suckers. Oh! Yeah, I have been waiting for this. I love Jonah Hex, I love Booster Gold, although Booster Gold disappears after he jumps to the future. And we have Jonah Hex by Jimmy Palmiotti in modern day Gotham. Of course, he's immediately shut down by Batman, Batwing, and Jonah Hex does some sort of like racial jokes. There's some racial stereotyping since Jonah Hex has Confederate garb on, and Batwing, of course, is an African American. And Batwing just stumps him and throws Jonah Hex in Arkham Asylum. This book could not be more awesome. It combines two of the things I love, Westerns and Batman, and you cannot go wrong with that. The only downside of this book is you wonder, you know that Jonah Hex is going to go back to the West, but when is that going to happen? Can they hold out the momentum of this? I don't know. It's an interesting read. I am definitely going to be there until Jonah Hex. I hope Jonah Hex goes to Legion of the Superheroes. I want to see Jonah Hex punch Brainiac 5 in the face. This book is a buy it just on sheer amount of ideas alone. Buy it. Aquaman number 21. It's a cold day in the ocean. Get it? Aquaman? Ocean? No? Look at the cover. Now do you get it? Basically, Mira meets a husband that she never knew she had. Volko says, oh, the seaweed is changing, and Aquaman meets an Ice King. That's about it. The momentum of this book moves at a snail's pace, and I don't know whether Jeff Johns is writing for the trade or what is going on, but this book used to be really awesome, and now in 21, it's just kind of boring. I would say skip it. Batman Superman number 1. Bruce Wayne is the worst undercover bum ever in the history of being undercover bums. If you go to look up the World Almanac of Undercover Bums, Bruce Wayne is nowhere to be seen. And this is very surprising for a man who is Batman. Batman should be able to do everything. I believe being an undercover bum is like number 3 in the list of training for Batman. It wasn't the book that I read anyway, and I'm only in page 2. Anyways, Clark Kent from the Daily Star comes to Gotham. He figures out that Bruce Wayne is being this undercover bum, and then it gets into some fighty of Superman and Batman, some awesome Jay Lee art. Oh man, it's gorgeous. And of course, my favorite thing of the New 52, Superman in a t-shirt. You cannot beat Superman in a t-shirt and jeans. The ending of this book is a little confusing. The timeline's getting a little bit jarred. We don't know when is taking what and what is taking when and when anything is happening. But you know what? This book is so gorgeous, and the character interactions by Greg Pak are worth it. This is a buy it, and I am there for issue 2. Buy it. Batman The Dark Knight number 21. Man, Ethan Van Sciver draws an amazing Batman. Look at this dynamic Neil Adams pose. That's fantastic. This book is Batman with a vengeance. Basically, a friend of his is dead. He goes and hunts the friend that was killed by the Mad Hatter, and it's just Batman kicking ass, taking names, and slapping Mad Hatter across the face. This is the closest to a classic before the New 52 Batman tale that I have read since the New 52 has started, and I'll tell you, Ethan Van Sciver's art makes it so. It has a classic ending where Batman shows up with Gordon. He's won the day, and he shows up with Gordon, and he's just like, next case, let's go, Batman. It is awesome. This book is definitely a read it if you're any kind of Batman fan. Read it. Catwoman number 21. Watch as Catwoman fights Electro. Then some women get in their underwear, and a cat licks Catwoman's face. Gee golly whiz! Where is Ed Brubaker when you need him? Skip it. Flash number 21. Flash fact. If you combine superheroes and science, I am there. Kid Flash runs so fast in this book that he breaks escape velocity. He is going to run off the side of the earth because he doesn't have enough friction. This is a brilliant moment of combining real world science-y with superhero science-y. This is brilliant. Basically, the whole book is a race between Kid Flash and Barry Allen Flash trying to get answers from Kid Flash. And the art is amazing. There's a speed and there's a pacing of this book that never slows down. And you especially notice it when the last 3 pages aren't this race. It's just character interactions of other characters, other scenes, other subplots. And the book just goes, and you're just like, where's the race? I want to see people moving with boots and hurdles and stuff. Go! It doesn't matter, because the beginning of this book is just so good that you don't care, and the art is so good and you don't care. This book shows that not every book needs to be a fighty, punchy, punchy. Sometimes it can just be brilliant moments of character interaction and, a speed race at super speed. Buy it. Green Team, Team Trillionaires #2. Do you want to read a book about kids with too much money and are bored and don't know how to spend it? Yeah, me neither. But basically there is one good joke in this book. A kid has spent a lot of money on trying to fish a Batmobile out of the Gotham River because he knew that Batman had lost a Batmobile in the river. And he spent all this millions of dollars to pull it out, and it's the old Michael Keaton Batmobile. That's a funny joke. Otherwise, the rest of this book is a skip it. Justice League #21. Basically, this was Captain Marvel #21, as no member of the Justice League appear anywhere in this book. This is the finale of Gary Frank and Jeff Johns' New 52 origin for Shazam, aka Captain Marvel. And you know what? They did it. They did it. Woo! Yeah, you know what? They did it. Woo! Who would have thought that Captain Marvel could be awesome again and would make me jump out of your chair? Did you think that? You probably didn't. And you know what? The whole Marvel family is introduced. Talkie Tawny, the stupid talking tiger from Years On, is given a brand new origin. He's just basically a badass tiger infused with lightning power. He hasn't talked yet. Maybe we'll get him in another issue. But this has made me like Shazam. I never thought I'm buying this trade. I'm very happy with this. If you like Captain Marvel or Shazam, however you want to call him, I would say this is a definite buy it. For me, this is a buy it. Captain Marvel is cool. I don't know if he was ever cool, but you know what? He's cool now. Buy it. Justice League Dark #21. Dead Man can now possess houses. It is every real estate agent's dream. A ghost that can inhabit a 3-bedroom and sell the house for you and make it smell like cookies. Very good. Very good place indeed. Basically, this is just a wrap up to Madame Xanadu's fighting her future son, who is now the New 52's Dr. Destiny, and Swamp Thing's there, and also the Flash. And it just wraps up a little bit of fighty, magicy, hocusy pocusy, and that's it, and the book's over. It's a good read. Not really a great read, but it's still a good read. I would say just read it. Justice League of America #5. I read this page, and I literally said, bull. The Catwoman death that was touted across the internet was resolved in less than 1 issue and in a cheap cop-out way, I think, anyways. This book is Jeff Johns at his Michael Bay-est. Basically, he just throws out cool ideas and plot, but has no character interaction or any dynamics to make you even care about it. So basically, it's like, oh, wait, Kronos is in the book, and he's hunting Booster Gold. Well, why is he in the book hunting Booster Gold? Who cares? It's Kronos! Woo! Oh, you know what? Also, there's a secret man that's running the secret society. Well, who's the guy that's running the secret society? Who cares? He's mysterious! This is nothing but plot, and it's nothing but hocus pocus trying to just edge you along to the next event called Trinity War. And you know what? I don't care about it. This is nothing here for me. Skip it. Larfleeze #1. This is a book that I never, ever wanted to exist. You get to see Larfleeze's birth in all its full and very graphic and bloody gory. And that's a scene that never needed to exist in comic books, I'll tell you that. Basically, Larfleeze is a unique character when he's a supporting character. If you make him a lead of a story, he loses his uniqueness and he becomes grating and annoying. Why did we not learn this lesson from Atrocitus and Red Lanterns? Rah! Leave him as he's better in small doses. Like Q from Star Trek: The Next Generation. He only showed up in 7 episodes in 7 seasons, and he is still one of the most remembered characters of the entire series. But if they would have put him in every episode, people would be like, you know, this Q guy, he's kind of annoying, and look how high his Widow's Peak is. Basically, this book comes off as it was written and drawn by a 3rd grader. And, you know, that's not a good thing for a Keith Giffen book. Skip it. Red Lanterns #21. This book is a lot of talk, and then suddenly Guy Gardner flies to his malt, I think is how you say it, the Red Lantern planet, and basically punches Atrocitus in the face a lot, and then just pulls his ring off his hand and becomes the Red Lantern. and now he's in charge of the Red Lanterns, and that's the end of the book. That's the whole book. It's an interesting idea that I guess he's undercover in the Red Lanterns, but it's like, how long can this last? You know, like, you can only maybe make this work like maybe 8 issues, and then that's it. But, you know, hey, I'm there. I would say this is a read it. Superman number 21. Kenneth Rocafort's panel layouts are amazing. I love the little science fiction-y little borders he puts in it, everything. Basically, this is a book about scenes of Superman within scenes without not scenes. Basically, Superman flies in to save somebody, then the book takes a quick jump ahead and you see like the resolution of that scene, and it does it like 3 or 4 times. And basically it's because Superman is dealing with a telepathic Hector Hammond, a Green Lantern villain, and the villain is making people's things go weird, and Superman's flying in and things are getting confusing. It's a little off-putting, it gets a little lost, but since this is a telepathic attack, I can kind of get behind it, and I'm curious to see where this is going to go. Scott Lobdell is generally a writer that brings a freshness and just a zaniness and an energy to some books, so I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and see where this is going. Right now, it's a little confusing, I was a little lost, but I think I can tell where he's going, and I hope so. So this is definitely a read it. Talon number 9. DC cancels books like Demon Knights, amazing, fantastic books, and we still publish stuff like this? Enough with the Court of Owls, DC. It's just like Larfleeze. It was unique when it was done in small doses. Ah! Bad DC. Bad DC. Skip it. Teen Titans number 21. I have never been a fan of Raven or her father, Trigon. I think it's Trigon. I don't know. How is it? 3-eyed guy with big red and wears a loincloth. You know what I'm talking about. But basically, Scott Lobdell and Eddie Barrows throws the team into the middle of like a blockbuster. I think it's in New York. And you see action, and you see the Titans acting like a team, Superboy punching some people, and buildings fall, and some buildings like that. It gives us some Man of Steel action, and actually makes me enjoy the Raven Trigon aspectiness of this. So it's a fun team book. I would go check it out, and this art is spectacular and beautiful. This is a read it. And that's all the DC New 52 comic books of June 26th. And don't forget to go check out MajorSpoilers.com, the comic book website where they know that you love comic books and we do too. Of course, go always check out their podcast. The Major Spoilers podcast comes out every Wednesday. They talk about comic books and they review a graphic novel, and they have a poll of the week. It is a great podcast and one that I listen to every week. Don't forget to comment below. What company do you think I should review next week? DC has been leading the charts every week. DC leading the charts. That rap didn't really rhyme, but who cares? I don't really have the time. I just make YouTube videos. I don't really freestyle rap, but I just did for you because I love you so much. Comment below. Tell me what you like about these videos. Tell me what you hate about these videos. Tell me if you like my t-shirts. Should I buy new t-shirts? I think I'm thinking about going to Old Navy. I think they have a sale. I don't know, maybe. Thank you for liking, favoriting, and subscribing to my channel. Please do so if you've not done so lately, and if you do, I will give you a virtual hug like this through the internet, which actually looks like I'm swimming, but it's also a hug. Go with that, internet. As always, I am Jason Inman. Be seeing you. No, I'm Clark Kent, not Superman. You just saved the world from Zod. You're like the most famous person ever. A pair of glasses aren't gonna hide that. I'm Clark Kent. Superman. What's that S stand for? Stupid? I knew these glasses were a terrible idea.